Former President Donald Trump has recently put forth the notion that the United States might consider providing air support to Ukraine, contingent upon the successful negotiation of a peace agreement. Notably, he has firmly indicated that the deployment of ground troops remains completely off the table, reflecting a cautious approach to military involvement. However, skepticism persists regarding the feasibility of a face-to-face meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. The Russian government characterizes the diplomatic process as lengthy and complex, indicating potential hurdles that could impede significant progress towards resolution. Amidst these political tensions, the conflict continues unabated, with both sides actively engaging in drone attacks. The ongoing absence of a ceasefire raises substantial concerns about the future stability of Ukraine, highlighting the precarious nature of the current situation and the potential repercussions for regional security.
Charlene, Pedro, and Sam. So the president says there will be no American boots on the ground in Ukraine, but the United States could help provide support in the form of air defenses. Still, that is if there is a peace deal, and that is a big if, because there's still major questions about whether Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelenskyy come face to face. This morning, President Trump ruling out putting American boots on the ground as part of any effort to protect a possible peace deal between Russia and Ukraine, saying in an interview, "You have my assurances." The president telling Fox and Friends the U.S. could help with air support in the skies, but Europe will bear the front load of the burden to help defend Ukraine if Russia invades.
They're part of NATO, but we've got the European nations, and they'll front load it, and they'll have some of them, France and Germany, a couple of them, UK. They want to have, boots on the ground.
Russia continuing its attacks on Ukraine just days after the president's meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin ended with no ceasefire or consequences. But Trump says Putin did agree to meet Ukrainian President Zelenskyy one-on-one. What indications is the president getting from Putin that he wants to have this meeting with Zelenskyy soon?
Because he spoke to him directly yesterday.
And he expressed that sooner rather than later.
He spoke to that directly yesterday.
Reporters pressing for details about Trump's call with Putin.
Did Putin promise to do a meeting with Zelenskyy, a direct meeting, in the coming weeks?
He has.
But Russia has not publicly said Putin plans to meet with Zelenskyy. In fact, the country's foreign minister describing a lengthy process that could play out before the two leaders come face to face. Meeting, quote, must be prepared with the utmost care, step by step, gradually, starting at the expert level and then moving on to all the necessary stages. So you heard it there. Still no firm commitments from Russia on this possible meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Meanwhile, there is no ceasefire in place, so the fighting does continue with both sides launching drone attacks overnight.